The Katsuonis palamis, commonly known as the skipjack tuna or con gusoc dua in Vietnamese, is one of the most important and widely distributed tuna species in the world. It is a highly migratory fish found in tropical and subtropical oceans, and is recognized for its distinctive appearance, fast swimming ability, and importance in both marine ecosystems and global commercial fisheries. The skipjack tuna is an apex predator in the open ocean, playing a crucial role in maintaining the balance of marine food webs. Its adaptability, resilience, and ecological significance have made it one of the most studied and commercially exploited species of tuna. Skipjack tuna are often found in large schools, sometimes numbering in the thousands, which makes them an integral part of the marine food chain. As a schooling species, they provide sustenance to larger predators, such as sharks, billfish, and marine mammals, while at the same time preying on smaller fish and invertebrates. They are a vital link in the transfer of energy from the lower levels of the food chain to the higher trophic levels, making them a key species in the health of marine ecosystems. The skipjack tuna's body is sleek, elongated, and hydrodynamic, enabling it to travel through the water with exceptional speed and agility. Its dark blue dorsal side blends with the deeper water, while its lighter ventral side helps it evade predators by camouflaging against the lighter surface waters when seen from below. The body is designed for fast swimming, with a streamlined shape and powerful muscles that provide the propulsion needed for high-speed movements. The skipjack tuna's most distinctive feature is its 3 or 4 vertical black stripes that run along its body, from the dorsal to the tail. These stripes, along with the species' silver belly, give the fish its characteristic appearance and also provide some camouflage against predators and prey. These stripes are one of the key distinguishing features between the skipjack tuna and other tuna species, such as the yellowfin or big-eye tuna, which lack these distinctive markings. Skipjack tuna can grow to impressive sizes, although they are generally smaller than some of their tuna relatives, such as the yellowfin or bluefin tuna. They can reach lengths of up to 1 meter, about 3.3 feet, and weigh as much as 34 kilograms, 75 pounds, but the average size of a skipjack is usually much smaller. Despite their smaller size, skipjack tuna are incredibly strong swimmers and are capable of sustaining high speeds for long distances. Their muscle structure and the efficiency of their body design allow them to maintain a cruising speed of around 8 kilometers per hour, 5 miles per hour, over extended periods, with bursts of speed up to 75 kilometers per hour, 47 miles per hour, when hunting or escaping from predators. This speed and agility make them formidable hunters and difficult targets for larger predators. Skipjack tuna are carnivorous, primarily feeding on small fish, squid, and invertebrates such as shrimp. They are opportunistic feeders and will often take advantage of abundant prey in their environment. Skipjack tuna are known for their ability to chase and capture schools of smaller fish, often using their speed and teamwork to corral the prey into tight clusters, making it easier to catch and consume. Their diet can vary depending on the availability of prey in the areas they inhabit, and they are known to follow the movements of prey schools across vast distances in the open ocean. Their feeding habits also demonstrate the skipjack's adaptability, as it can adjust its diet according to the available food sources. This opportunistic feeding behavior is characteristic of many pelagic fish species, which rely on abundant prey to sustain their high metabolic rates. One of the most fascinating aspects of skipjack tuna behavior is their migratory patterns. Like many other tuna species, skipjack tuna are highly migratory, traveling across vast oceanic expanses in search of food and favorable environmental conditions. They often move in response to changes in water temperature, prey availability, and reproductive cues. These migrations can be seasonal or based on specific oceanographic conditions, such as the movement of currents, upwelling zones, and the availability of nutrient-rich waters. Skipjack tuna are known to travel in schools that can span vast distances, often moving together in tightly coordinated groups. This migratory behavior helps ensure that they have access to the best feeding grounds and can evade predators. Skipjack tuna are capable of long-distance migrations, traveling thousands of kilometers across the open ocean. Some populations of skipjack tuna are known to migrate between the Indian and Pacific Oceans, depending on the season and oceanic conditions. These migrations are influenced by a variety of factors, including the movement of water masses, temperature changes, and the availability of prey species. Skipjack tuna are also highly social creatures, often forming large schools made up of individuals of similar size. These schools are generally quite dynamic, with fish constantly moving and adjusting their positions relative to one another. The coordination within a school of skipjack tuna is impressive, and it is thought that the fish use visual and perhaps other sensory cues to maintain group cohesion. When a school is threatened by predators, the tuna will often work together to confuse or evade the threat, making it difficult for predators to single out an individual fish. The structure of the school provides some protection from predators, as it reduces the likelihood of any one fish being captured. In addition to their role as prey for larger predators, skipjack tuna are also important prey for commercial fishing operations. They are caught in large numbers worldwide, particularly in the tropics, where they form dense schools near the surface. Skipjack tuna are particularly sought after for their meat, which is widely used in canned tuna products, as well as in the sushi and sashimi markets. The species' fast growth rates and high reproductive capacity make it an important target for the commercial fishing industry, but it also means that the species is resilient to some levels of fishing pressure. Skipjack tuna are prolific breeders, and their reproductive habits are crucial to the sustainability of the species. Unlike some other tuna species, skipjack tuna do not form fixed spawning grounds, and instead, they spawn in different areas depending on the time of year and environmental conditions. The spawning season for skipjack tuna typically occurs during the warmer months, when the water temperature is ideal for reproduction. Female skipjack tuna release large numbers of eggs into the water, where they are fertilized externally by the males. The fertilized eggs hatch into larvae that drift with the ocean currents, eventually growing into juvenile tuna. Skipjack tuna are known for their fast growth rates, with some individuals reaching sexual maturity as early as 1 year of age. This rapid growth, combined with their high reproductive capacity, helps ensure the survival of the species, even though many of the eggs and larvae will not survive to adulthood due to predation and environmental factors. The early life stages of skipjack tuna are particularly vulnerable to predation. Larvae and juveniles are often preyed upon by a variety of other fish species, as well as marine birds and mammals. However, the high number of eggs produced by female skipjack tuna and the fast growth of juveniles help offset the significant predation pressure on young fish. As they grow, skipjack tuna become better equipped to defend themselves against predators, relying on their speed, agility, and schooling behavior to avoid capture. Skipjack tuna are also known to engage in behaviors that help protect their schools, such as coordinating movements and swimming in tight formations to confuse potential predators. These strategies are especially effective when predators, such as sharks or larger fish, approach the school. Despite their resilience and rapid growth rates, skipjack tuna are not without their challenges. One of the most significant threats to their populations is overfishing. Due to their importance in commercial fisheries, skipjack tuna are heavily targeted by both industrial and artisanal fishing fleets. While the species is generally considered to be less vulnerable to overfishing than larger tuna species, such as bluefin or yellowfin tuna, there are concerns about the long-term sustainability of skipjack tuna populations in some regions. Overfishing can lead to the depletion of tuna stocks, disrupting the delicate balance of marine ecosystems and threatening the livelihoods of communities that rely on tuna for food and income. In response to these concerns, international organizations and fisheries management bodies have implemented various measures to regulate the catch of skipjack tuna, including setting quotas, establishing fishing seasons, and promoting sustainable fishing practices. These efforts aim to ensure that skipjack tuna populations remain healthy and that the species can continue to play its important role in marine ecosystems. Another significant challenge facing skipjack tuna populations is the impact of climate change. Rising ocean temperatures, changes in ocean currents, and shifts in prey availability are all factors that could disrupt the migratory patterns and feeding habits of skipjack tuna. For example, as ocean temperatures rise, skipjack tuna may be forced to move to cooler waters in search of suitable conditions, potentially disrupting their feeding and spawning behaviors. Changes in the availability of prey species, such as squid and small fish, could also affect the distribution and abundance of skipjack tuna. As climate change continues to alter ocean conditions, the ability of skipjack tuna to adapt to these changes will be crucial for the species' long-term survival. The conservation and management of skipjack tuna populations require a comprehensive approach that includes sustainable fishing practices, the protection of critical habitats, and the monitoring of population dynamics. By working together, governments, conservation organizations, and the fishing industry can ensure that skipjack tuna continue to thrive in the world's oceans. Effective fisheries management, including the use of catch limits and seasonal closures, can help reduce the pressure on skipjack tuna populations and promote their long-term sustainability. Additionally, promoting the use of sustainable fishing methods, such as pole-and-line fishing and the reduction of bycatch, can further reduce the impact of fishing on tuna populations and other marine species. In conclusion, the skipjack tuna, or Congo soc, is an important species in the marine environment and a valuable resource for global fisheries. Its fast swimming abilities, migratory nature, and ecological role make it a fascinating species to study and an essential part of the ocean's ecosystem. However, the species faces numerous challenges, including overfishing and the impacts of climate change. Efforts to conserve and sustainably manage skipjack tuna populations are crucial to ensuring the species' continued survival and the health of marine ecosystems. By implementing effective conservation strategies and adopting sustainable fishing practices, it is possible to protect skipjack tuna for future generations, ensuring that this remarkable fish remains a vital part of the world's oceans.